This is Darlene Anderson, and I want to come to you to talk about Nevada's Part B State Performance Plan that was submitted to the Department of Education in 2017. And this is what the state, you know, actually submitted. And I'm going to let the computer read it to you because it's important that we all understand how to engage in the public process as individuals. We are all relevant as citizens, and your voice must be heard. So I'm going to share with you and try and help you, bring you along, so we can all continue to level up, demanding, basic accountability for the public education system here in Clark County. Let's see. I have to select this.
FFY 2017 Part B State Performance Plan, SPP Annual Performance Report, APR, NV Part B FFY 2017 State Performance Plan, Annual Performance Report September 22, 2020 page 1 of 59. FFY 2017 Part B State Performance Plan, SPP Annual Performance Report, APR Introduction to the State Performance Plan, SPP Annual Performance Report, APR Attachment No APR attachment found. File name uploaded by uploaded date 19 General Supervision System. The systems that are in place to ensure that IDEA Part B requirements are met, e.g., monitoring, dispute resolution, etc. Overview. The Nevada Department of Education, NDE, Office of Special Education is committed to ensuring that all students in Nevada are college and career ready upon exit from the public school system. To accomplish this, the NDE Office of Special Education through its director and 6 education program professionals strives to build and improve on collaborative efforts with state partners and education stakeholders statewide. It is our goal to promote educational success for Nevada's students through increased academic rigor, use of evidence-based practices, providing sustained professional development for administrators, teachers, and staff, providing technical assistance in database decision-making, and building meaningful partnerships with districts, schools, and parents. The Office of Special Education website is located at http://www.do.nv.gov/office_of_special_education/. The website provides access to numerous resources and reports, each designed to provide information and technical assistance to LEAs, parents, critical partners, and other stakeholders in the community. Following is a description of the NDE systems for monitoring data management and reporting, fiscal management, dispute resolution policies, procedures, and effective implementation. Nevada's monitoring system. Nevada's monitoring procedures are described below. NDE conducts policy procedure form review for procedural compliance. NDE facilitates comprehensive record review in each of the 19 LEAs in the state, 17 school districts contiguous with Nevada's 17 counties, the State Charter School Authority, and the Achievement District at least once every 4 years, and facilitates a targeted record review as necessary in each LEA each year, targeted to previous non-compliance findings. On-site monitoring is conducted in each LEA at least once every 4 years. A 90-item checklist is used to monitor the record for each student selected for monitoring. Nevada implements a 100% compliance criterion. All non-compliance, both individual and systemic, is corrected within 1 year of identification. The schedule has been established to ensure selection of a representative group of LEAs to be monitored each year. A stratified sampling is used to ensure a representative group of LEAs in each of the 4 years of Nevada's 4-year monitoring cycle. Nevada's 17 school districts, which are contiguous with Nevada's 17 counties, have been assigned status as either urban, 4 districts, medium rural, 5 districts, or small rural, 8 districts, depending on the relative size of the LEA and the relative urbanicity of the county seat. The State Charter School Authority, which includes charter schools throughout the state, has been assigned status as a medium LEA. The Achievement District, which includes 2 charter schools, has been assigned status as a small district. In each of the 4 years in this special education monitoring cycle, the lease selected for monitoring will include 1 urban LEA, 1 medium rural LEA, and 2 small rural LEAs. Because there are 7 LEAs in the medium rural subgroup, there will be 3 years in the 4-year cycle that include 2 of these LEAs. Because there are 9 LEAs in the small rural subgroup, there will be 1 year in the 4 cycle that includes 3 of these LEAs. Note: this monitoring cycle concept was approved by OSEP in April 2008 as part of the Indicator 8 sampling description. See pages 33-35 in the February 2010 SPP. All schools in the LEA have records selected for review, except Washoe County and Clark County, where size dictates selection. In Washoe County and Clark County, schools are selected to ensure a representative sample among elementary, September 22, 2020, page 2 of 59. FFY 2017 Part B State Performance Plan, SPP Annual Performance Report, APR Middle and high schools record selection is stratified to ensure representation among race, ethnicity, disability, and placement categories in proportion to the least total child count. A corrective action plan, CAP, is required to address non-compliance found through NDE facilitated review of records and policies. Procedures forms CAPs are designed collaboratively between LEAs, and the NDE CAPs must include procedures for review and revision, if necessary, of policies and procedures, and the provision of training to ensure that systemic non-compliance is corrected within 1 year. LEAs must submit verification that CAP activities have been implemented as approved, and provide record review documentation to demonstrate correction of individual and systemic non-compliance. Data management and reporting. The NDE annually collects from its 19 LEAs, 17 school districts, the State Charter School Authority, and the Achievement District. Child count and placement data are collected electronically on October 1st, and software tools are used to search for duplicates, perform error checks, and prepare data for submission to EDFACS. The prepared data are uploaded to a central NDE database, where the data are formatted for reports by the EDN coordinator for timely submissions. Assessment data are prepared by the NDE and formatted for reports by the EDN coordinator for timely submissions to EDFACS. Electronic submissions are provided by LEAs for exiting, discipline, personnel, dispute resolution, and most EEIS data. The data are cleaned and prepared for submission to EDFACS or to EMAPS. The NDE ensures that data are reported in a timely manner through implementing the following steps. Instructions are sent to LEAs including Excel spreadsheets for reporting. Data training is provided at meetings of the LEA special education directors, and specific targeted training is available as needed for local level staff. Deadlines are established for return of data to NDE. NDE compiles data into various databases. NDE EDFACS coordinator submits files to EDFACS for timely submissions. NDE provides necessary certifications and verifications. The NDE ensures that data are reported in an accurate manner through implementing the following steps. EDFACS or EMAPS flags errors and/or other significant changes in number or percentage over previous year. NDE reviews local level data for obvious changes. Instructions are provided annually and aligned with OSEP instructions to states, as well as with EDFACS specs. Technical assistance is available in person or via telephone. The NDE ensures that LEAs collect and report data that is consistent with the federal requirements through implementing the following steps. Procedures and timelines are established. LEAs submit data in accordance with timelines or within approved extensions of time. Certifications verifications are obtained with the submission of data. Data are aggregated and reported to EDFACS or EMAPS. Documentation, electronic and paper, is maintained. Errors are brought to the attention of LEAs so that immediate correction can be made, and so that training and technical assistance may be provided to address systemic issues in reporting timely and accurate data. Fiscal management. In recent years, the NDE has undergone a comprehensive federal fiscal audit in connection with its utilization of ARRA funding and a separate audit conducted by the Office of the Inspector General. The NDE implements the following steps to ensure proper fiscal management in accordance with federal law. The NDE annually submits SEA eligibility documents to OSEP, including required assurances, descriptions of use of funds, and documentation of public participation. These materials are posted on the NDE website as required through the application development and finalization process. The LEAs annually submit LEA eligibility documents to the NDE, including required assurances, budgets for anticipated use of funds, excess cost calculations, maintained at local level, data regarding the voluntary use of federal funds for CEIS, and data describing each LEA's compliance with the requirements for proportionate share funding to private school students. The NDE performs annual calculations of LEA subgrant base amounts and population and poverty allocations as part of entitlement funding. The NDE ensures annual distribution of LEA subgrant awards. The NDE conducts analyses of identification, placement, and discipline data to identify significant disproportionality. Annual reviews audits are conducted of LEA subgrant award calculation, distribution, expenditures, maintenance of effort, including the requirements of the Single Audit Act. Funds are timely liquidated at state and local levels. September 22, 2020, page 3 of 59. FFY 2017 Part B State Performance Plan, SPP Annual Performance Report, APR State-level interagency agreements as necessary establish fiscal responsibility among non-educational public agencies. Dispute resolution. The NDE ensures establishment, maintenance and ongoing evaluation of the due process hearing system, including adherence to timelines established in the IDEA data demonstrating the extent to which resolution sessions result in written settlement agreements, technical assistance material available to the public and parents on the NDE website, including model forms and procedural safeguards, technical assistance, training offered to LEAs, parents, advocates, and others regarding NDE's due process hearing procedures, ongoing training of hearing and review officers. Specific guidance is given for requiring correction of non-compliance within 1 year, ongoing system technical assistance and evaluation provided by an independent contractor, including evaluation surveys from system users. The NDE ensures establishment, maintenance, and evaluation of a state mediation system, including evaluation surveys from system users, and data regarding the extent to which mediations result in agreements. Periodic training of mediators is provided regarding IDEA and Nevada law requirements, as well as mediation techniques. The NDE ensures establishment, maintenance, and evaluation of a state complaint investigation system, including evaluation of timeliness. NDE tracks and analyzes issues to identify training and technical assistance needs for LEAs. Policies, procedures, and effective implementation. The NDE's policies and procedures are established primarily through the Nevada Administrative Code, which is available on the NDE website.
Really?
Effective implementation of the NAC and IDEA is ensured through the entire general supervision system, in particular the monitoring and dispute resolution systems. In addition, LEAs provide annual assurances regarding policies, procedures, and implementation of IDEA and NAC requirements. Attachments. No APR attachments found. File name uploaded by uploaded date technical assistance system. The mechanisms that the state has in place to ensure the timely delivery of high quality, evidence-based technical assistance and support to LEAs. Technical assistance system. The NDE implements a comprehensive TA system that maximizes opportunities for face-to-face interactions and leverages technology to sustain the delivery of ongoing technical assistance and support. Intentional engagement occurs with special education leaders as well as with other district leaders who have a role to play in the performance of students with disabilities, including superintendents, as well as directors of assessment accountability, curriculum and instruction, career and technical education, and information technology. Bi-monthly, NDE leaders plan agendas, coordinate learning opportunities, and facilitate meetings that are routinely attended by the special education directors from each Nevada LEA. These meetings are designed to engage district leaders in learning about evidence-based practices for results, e.g., multi-tiered systems of support, formative assessments practices, universal design for learning, and others, as well as requirements for general supervision, e.g., fiscal issues, grant planning and administration, monitoring and compliance indicators, and so forth. In between these meetings, calls are routinely held, and emails are exchanged among NDE and LEA personnel to address individualized TA needs. Monthly meetings are held with the superintendents from each LEA and attended by the state superintendent and the deputy superintendent for student achievement. At these meetings, dialogue occurs regarding student performance, including practices that the states and districts are implementing to support improved results in their schools, the performance of students with disabilities, and the evidence-based practices that leads are employing with regard to instruction, assessment, accountability, identification, and educator expectations in support are focused subjects of conversation during several meetings across the year. Meetings are also regularly scheduled to occur quarterly and in some cases, semi-annually, among district leaders across various programs such as assessment, accountability, curriculum and instruction, career and technical education, special education, Title I, and Title III. Issues associated with results for special education students are addressed in these meetings, often as part of the LEA's larger efforts to close achievement gaps for low-performing students. The department also employs routine systems of information dissemination. The state special education director transmits memos and email correspondence as needed to share information about legal requirements and best practices, including guiding LEA personnel to engage in webinars offered by the OSUPTAND network. State special education leaders are also engaged in cross-team September 22, 2020, page 459. FFY 2017 Part B State Performance Plan, SPP Annual Performance Report, APR efforts to build and sustain statewide systems that promote the implementation of evidence-based practices as part of the state's comprehensive approach to school and district improvement. Under the Nevada School Performance Framework, NSPF, and the aligned expectations of Nevada's ESEA Flexibility Waiver. Finally, the state utilizes meetings of the Special Education Advisory Committee, SEAC, as part of the TA system. The SEAC meets quarterly, and meetings are designed to provide opportunities for sharing of information, exchange of ideas, and to make requests of SEAC members to communicate with and share perspectives of the constituencies whom they represent. Attachments. No APR attachments found. File name uploaded by uploaded date professional development system. The mechanisms the state has in place to ensure that service providers have the skills to effectively provide services that improve results for students with disabilities. Professional Development System Nevada maintains a comprehensive scheme of licensure, established by state law, designed to prepare teachers to meet the unique needs of students with various disabilities. See http://www.leg.state.nv.us/nac/391.html for licenses and endorsements for teaching exceptional pupils. The Nevada State Board of Education has adopted regulations that set forth the expectations which teachers and administrators are required to meet under the Nevada Educator Performance Framework, NEPF. Teachers are expected to 1. Connect the prior learning and experience of students to guide current learning. 2. Assign tasks based upon the appropriate cognitive demands for students with diverse abilities. 3. Require students to engage in learning through discourse and other strategies. 4. Require students to engage in metacognitive activity. 5. Integrate assessment into instruction in order to support effective teaching and learning that results in positive student performance. School administrators are expected to create and sustain 1. A focus on learning at the school. 2. A school culture of striving for continuous improvement. 3. Productive relationships. 4. Structures to support an effective school for both teachers and administrators. Robust sets of indicators specify the measurable behaviors that exemplify these standards in practice. Significant resources have been invested to ensure that all teachers have the skills and knowledge to provide instruction, and all administrators have the instructional leadership capacity aligned to these standards and indicators, to create teaching and learning parameters that result in high achievement for all students. The state's system of regional professional development programs, a regional configuration of training entities, has been charged with providing opportunities for educators to learn the standards themselves, and to deepen their capacity to engage in practices that exemplify these standards. Trainings are provided at the school, district, regional, and statewide level, in partnership with LEAS. An aligned system of observation and other data collection mechanisms is in place to check for educator understanding and mastery of content. Systems of educator preparation and teacher and administrator licensure are being aligned to the standards to ensure that coherence across the state systems of personnel development, accreditation, and professional development. Additionally, at the systems level, the NDE annually hosts the Mega Conference, a statewide conference that draws hundreds of educators together for 21-2 days of learning about long-standing practices as well as emerging strategies for successful teaching and learning. Every year, explicit attention is paid to ensuring that evidence-based practices associated with teaching and learning for students with disabilities are substantially represented during the conference. NDE staff members also collaborate with the Nevada Association of School Administrators to provide training during functions offered across the state, 3 times per year, specifically targeted for special education leaders. The NDE also coordinates a 3-day workshop each summer, where experts present on practices associated with standards, assessment, accountability, instruction, and educator development. Special education directors and their senior staff members listen, learn, exchange ideas, and deepen professional connections. They engage in action planning to develop strategies for implementing evidence-based practices in their home districts, which are then revisited in conversations with NDE staff across the year informally, and during specified opportunities in the bi-monthly meetings described under the state's TA approach, described above. Attachments. No APR attachments found. File name uploaded by uploaded date September 22, 2020, page 5 of 59. FFY 2017 Part B State Performance Plan, SPP Annual Performance Report, APR Stakeholder Involvement. Apply this to all party results indicators. The mechanism for soliciting broad stakeholder input on targets in the SPP, including revisions to targets. In FFY 2013, when the state set its targets for FFY 2013 through FFY 2018, the state used the following mechanism for soliciting broad stakeholder input on targets in the SPP, including revisions to targets. Using the GRADS 360 templates as an organizing framework, the NDE prepared a document to facilitate target review, including the 6 previous years of targets and actual data for each of the 16 indicators, along with any data available for FFY 2013. The NDE also prepared some analysis of previous trends in both targets and actual data. This document was presented in January 2015 to 2 organizations representing more than a dozen broad stakeholder groups: the State Special Education Advisory Committee, SEAC, and the Special Education District Administrators, SEDA group. The SEAC is comprised of 33 members representing individuals with disabilities, parents of students with disabilities, the state's Parent Training and Information Center, the state's Protection and Advocacy Group, foster care agencies, special education teachers, higher education institutions, state and local education officials, special education program administrators, other state agencies serving students with disabilities, private schools, public charter schools, adult service agencies, and juvenile and adult corrections agencies. SEAC members represent urban and rural regions of the state. A majority of the members of SEAC are individuals with disabilities or parents of children with disabilities. The SETA group is comprised of the local school district and public charter school authority special education directors, along with senior-level administrators in the larger school districts. Stakeholder groups were given copies of the target document for review and response. This information was reviewed with stakeholders who were given an opportunity collectively as well as individually to provide comments and make suggestions specifically focused on targets. During the input sessions, comments and suggestions were collected. All input was carefully reviewed by the NDE, and as a result, some revisions were made to the targets that had been proposed by the NDE to the stakeholder groups for their input. Attachments. No APR attachments found. File name uploaded by uploaded date reporting to the public. How and where the state reported to the public on the FFY 2016 performance of each LEA located in the state on the targets in the SPP APR as soon as practicable, but no later than 120 days following the state submission of its FFY 2016 APR, as required by 34 CFR paragraph 300.602 B1 IA, and the description of where, on its website, a complete copy of the state's SPP, including any revision if the state has revised the SPP that it submitted with its FFY 2016 APR in 2018, is available. Reporting LEA performance. The progress of LEAs toward the state targets is reported to the public by the end of May each year on the NDE website as follows. LEA Annual Performance Reports, http://www.do.nv.gov/special_annual_performance_reports/ April 2019 update regarding NDE compliance with OCR resolution agreement and corrective action plan on the opening page of the NDE website. http://www.do.nv.gov/ The following message appears. Important message. The Nevada Department of Education's website is in the process of being redesigned in order to better serve all our constituents in accordance to American with Disabilities Act (ADA). Thank you for your patience during this process. This message exists because the NDE has been operating under a resolution agreement and corrective action plan with the Office for Civil Rights concerning the extent to which its website is accessible to persons with disabilities. As a result of the work being done with the OCR, items were removed or not posted if the documents did not meet the accessibility standard required by OCR. The LEA Annual Performance Reports were among those documents. We had expected that the NDE website would be fully accessible by January 2019, but the work is not yet completed. We now anticipate that the NDE website will be fully accessible by January 2020. In the meantime, all persons, including those with and without disabilities, must contact the NDE to obtain the LEA Annual Performance Reports. Reporting APR and SPP documents to public following submission to OSEP and an opportunity for clarification, if necessary. The SPPs and APRs are made available to the public on the NDE website as follows. State Annual Performance Reports, September 22, 2020, page 6 of 59. FFY 2017 Part B State Performance Plan, SPP Annual Performance Report, APR, http://www.do.nv.gov/special_education/reports/state_performance_APR/state performance plans, http://www.do.nv.gov/special_education/reports/state_performance_plans_SPP/ Final documents are also made known to the media via press release and disseminated directly to an extensive list of interested parties. Reporting access to technical assistance. April 2019 update regarding NDE technical assistance received and actions taken as a result on June 28, 2018. Then Nevada Superintendent of Public Instruction Steve Canavero received correspondence from the United States Department of Education, Office of Special Education and Rehabilitative Services, Office of Special Education Programs, OSEP, advising that Nevada had been determined to need assistance for 2 consecutive years. Pursuant to the requirements under 34 CFR 300.604a, Nevada was advised of available sources of technical assistance, including OSEP-funded technical assistance centers and resources. The state was directed to determine the results elements and/or compliance indicators and improvement strategies on which it will focus its use of available technical assistance in order to improve its performance. The state was strongly encouraged to access technical assistance related to those results elements and compliance indicators for which the state received a score of 0. Finally, the state was directed that it must report with its FFY 2017 SPPAPR submission, due February 1, 2019, on 1. The technical assistance sources from which the state received assistance, and 2. The actions the state took as a result of that technical assistance. The required information is provided in an attachment to this introduction. Attachments file name uploaded by uploaded date removed knee report of access to technical assistance April 2019.pdf Will Jensen April 23, 2019 11:16 a.m. Actions required in FFY 2016 response OSEP response. The state's determinations for both 2017 and 2018 were needs assistance. Pursuant to Section 616E1 of the IDEA and 34 CFR paragraph 300.604a, OSEP's June 28, 2018 determination letter informed the state that it must report with its FFY 2017 SPPAPR submission, due February 1, 2019, on 1. The technical assistance sources from which the state received assistance, and 2. The actions the state took as a result of that technical assistance. The state provided the required information. States were instructed to submit Phase 3 Year 3 of the State Systemic Improvement Plan, SSIP, by April 1, 2019. The state provided the required information. Required actions. The state's IDEA Part B determination for both 2018 and 2019 is needs assistance. In the state's 2019 determination letter, the department advised the state of available sources of technical assistance, including OSEP-funded technical assistance centers, and required the state to work with appropriate entities. The department directed the state to determine the results elements and/or compliance indicators and improvement strategies on which it will focus its use of available technical assistance in order to improve its performance. The state must report with its FFY 2018 SPPAPR submission, due February 3, 2020, on 1. The technical assistance sources from which the state received assistance, and 2. The actions the state took as a result of that technical assistance. In FFY 2018 SPPAPR, the state must report FFY 2018 data for state identified measurable result, CMR. Additionally, the state must, consistent with its evaluation plan described in Phase II, assess and report in its progress in implementing the SSIP. Specifically, the state must provide 1. ANARRATIVERGRAPHICREPHICINPATIONOFTHCREPIRINCIPLEMENTIDIN Year 4. 2. Measures and outcomes that were implemented and achieved since the state's last SSIP submission, i.e., April 1, 2019. 3. A summary of the SSIP's coherent improvement strategies, including infrastructure improvement strategies and evidence-based practices that were implemented in progress toward short and long-term outcomes that are intended to impact the CMR, and 4. Any supporting data that demonstrates that implementation of these activities are impacting the state's capacity to improve its CMR data. September 22, 2020, page 7 of 59. FFY 2017 Part B State Performance Plan, SPP Annual Performance Report, APR Indicator 1, Graduation Monitoring Priority, FAPE and the LRE Results Indicator, percent of youth with individualized education programs, IEPs, graduating from high school with a regular high school diploma. 20 USC 1416, A3A Historical Data Baseline Data. 2011 FFY 2004 2005 2006 2007 2008 2009 2010 2011 2012 2013 2014 Target greater than or equal to 22.00%, 80.00%, 50.00%, 50.00%, 50.00%, 50.00%, 50.00%, 77.14%, 83.76%, data 23.30%, 20.60%, 16.30%, 25.10%, 23.40%, 27.20%, 23.50%, 24.20%, 26.43%, 27.56% FFY 2015-2016 target, greater than or equal to 90.37%, 97.00%, data 28.97%, 29.29% FFY 2017, FFY 2018 targets key, gray. Data prior to baseline yellow, baseline blue. Data update FFY 2017-2018 target, greater than or equal to 100% targets. Description of stakeholder input key. In FFY 2013, when the state set its targets for FFY 2013 through FFY 2018, the state obtained the following stakeholder input. The stakeholders described in the introduction acknowledged that the targets, even though high, must be the same as the targets for graduation with a regular diploma established for all students in the Title I ESEA waiver. Because these targets are the same as the AMO targets for graduation with a regular diploma in the ESEA waiver, the stakeholders supported these targets. Pre-populated data source date description data overwrite data SY 2016-17 cohorts for regulatory adjusted cohort graduation rate, EDFACS file spec C151, data group 696 September 28, 2018 number of youth with IEPs graduating with a regular diploma 2902 SY 2016-17 cohorts for regulatory adjusted cohort graduation rate, EDFACS file spec C151, data group 696 September 28, 2018 number of youth with IEPs eligible to graduate 4,483 null SY 2016-17 regulatory adjusted cohort graduation rate, EDFACS file spec C150, data group 695 September 28, 2018-2014-15 regulatory 4-year adjusted cohort graduation rate table 64.73%. Calculate FFY 2017 SPP APR data graduation conditions. Choose the length of adjusted cohort graduation rate your state is using. For your SEGR, provide the narrative that describes the conditions youth must meet in order to graduate with a regular high school diploma and, if different, the conditions that youth with IEPs must meet in order to graduate with a regular high school diploma. If there is a difference, explain. Number of youth with IEPs in the current year's number of youth with IEPs in the current adjusted cohort graduating with a regular diploma years adjusted cohort eligible to graduate FFY 2016 data FFY 2017 target FFY 2017 data 2,902 4,483 29.29% 100% 64.73% graduation rate calculation under the ESEA, September 22, 2020, page 8 of 59. FFY 2017 Part B State Performance Plan, SPP Annual Performance Report, APR Receipt of a regular diploma in Nevada during 2016-2017 required a student to 1. Earn a minimum of 22.5 credits, 2. Participate in end-of-course examinations, and 3. Participate in a college and career-ready assessment. No difference existed between the conditions required of a youth with an IEP and a youth without to earn a regular diploma in Nevada. For the graduating class in 2016-2017, Nevada used an adjusted cohort graduation rate to calculate high school graduation rates for the total student population. In the formula, the number of cohort members who earned a regular high school diploma, standard, advanced, and adult diplomas were divided by the number of first-time 9-out, emigrate, or die during that school year and the next 3 school years, through the summer of the 4th year. This formula was expressed as number of cohort members who earn a regular high school diploma number of first-time 9 minus students who transfer out, emigrate, or die during that school year and the next 3 school years, through the summer of the 4th year. Regular diplomas include standard, advanced, and adult diplomas. Graduation data for 2016-17 IEP students. IEP students earning regular diplomas in 2016-2017 equals 2,902 IEP students who transferred out, emigrated, or died during 2013-2014, 2014-2015, 2015-2016, and 2016-2017 through summer of 2017 equals 766. The calculation of the state's IEP adjusted cohort graduation rate for the 2016-2017 school year is 2,902 underscore 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 percent of youth with IEPs dropping out of high school. 20 USC 1416 A3A Historical Data Baseline Data 2008 FFY 2004 2005 2006 2007 2008 2009 2010 2011 2012 2013 2014 target less than or equal to 7.40% 7.10% 6.80% 6.50% 6.20% 5.70% 5.60% 5.50% 5.40% data 8.00% 8.70% 9.20% 5.60% 5.70% 5.00% 4.40% 4.00% 6.58% 4.71% FFY 2015-2016 target, less than or equal to 5.30%, 5.20% data 4.42%, 5.25% FFY 2017, FFY 2018 targets key, gray, data prior to baseline yellow, baseline blue, data update FFY 2017-2018 target, less than or equal to 5.10%, 5.00% targets, description of stakeholder input key, in FFY 2013, when the state set its targets for FFY 2013 through FFY 2018, the state obtained the following stakeholder input. Some SAC stakeholders recommended lowering the target to 4.0% for FFY 2013-2018, based on the actual data for FFY 2012. After analyzing the actual data for FFY 2013 showing the dropout rate had increased to 6.58%, and gathering further input from the SETA stakeholder group, the NDE elected to continue to lower the target each year by 0.1% from FFY 2013 through FFY 2018. Please indicate whether you are reporting using option 1 or option 2. Option 1 Option 2 has or state made or proposes to make changes to the data source under Option 2 when compared to the information reported in its FFY 2010 SPP APR submitted on February 1, 2012. No FFY 2017 SPPAPR data use a different calculation methodology. Change numerator description in data table. Change denominator description in data table. Please explain the methodology used to calculate the numbers entered above. Total IEP dropouts. Total IEP enrollment. FFY 2016 data. FFY 2017 target. FFY 2017 data 746 14,141 5.25%, 5.10%, 5.28%. Dropout rate calculation. Total IEP dropouts are determined through the student's withdrawal code and their program participation status. Total IEP enrollment is the sum of students eligible for and receiving services under an IEP. September 22, 2020, page 10 of 59 FFY 2017 Part B, State Performance Plan, SPP, Annual Performance Report, APR, in a given year. The formula is expressed as total IEP dropouts, underscore, 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 underscore,